Peace, love, blessings. Just got loaded and overweighted. So this is to really encourage you drivers out there that take overweight loads, or to those that don't even scale their loads. So I'm back at the shipper. Had to go. Got loaded maybe about half an hour ago, and had to drive to the scale, which is about 15 minutes one way out of my route. Sometimes you got to do that, but it's definitely worth it to know you're driving with a legal weight. So yeah, I'm back here at the shipper, and they have to take some pallets off because it's over the gross, right? So the legal weight is 80,000 pounds, and that's what you really never want to be over. You never want to be even 80,000 pounds. So try to keep it 79,000 and less, because you got to leave room for your fuel tank, and obviously a full tank is going to be more. So knowing when you're loaded where your fuel is at is very important too. So let's say you're loaded at 79,000 pounds and 800. Well, that's not wise, because if you're on like a quarter tank, that's not wise. But so you really want to. The ideal situation is to be fueled up before you get a load, because your fuel is not going to be over that amount. So, but I've been doing it so long, I pretty much know if I'm on a quarter tank, half tank, and when I get scaled, or when I get loaded, I pretty much know how much I have to play with when I'm empty, or if I'm half full, or I need to fill up. So, but yeah, there's drivers I know of that will do illegal weight loads because they'll get extra money. And there's drivers that I know of that just won't scale, period. They'll just take the load no matter how heavy it is. And to those drivers, this is what this video is for, to encourage you to just do the right thing, right? It doesn't take much. Yeah, it's going to be some hours out of your day, but knowing that you're driving with a legal weight is priceless, right? So whether it's your authority or someone else's authority, and you get out of service because you're overweight, that's a red flag on that person's authority, whether it's yours or not. And that affects your insurance. It affects the type of loads you're going to get. Shippers and brokers and insurance companies can see things like that, as well as DOT. So you don't really want that on your authority or the authority that you're working under. You don't want that at all. So do what you can and just get scaled, get a legal weight. It's 12 on the drives, 34 on your 12 on the steers. 12,000 pounds are allowed on your steers, 34,000 on your drives, and then 34,000 on your rear trailer axle, which equals 80,000 pounds. So I never really am too concerned with the steers and the drives and the trailers being over those weights, unless you're going into Cali, because of the bridge laws. You can't really move the axle but so much if you're going into Cali. But for the most part, just be concerned with being over gross, over the 80,000. So when you get loaded, get scales. Some facilities and shippers have scales right on site, some don't. They're usually within 5-10 miles, depending on where you're at. And it really doesn't take much just to make sure you're driving with a safe load. Once again, it's not the broker's responsibility. It's not the shipper's responsibility. It's yours. Now, me being back here, I'm going to get compensated now because it'll be detention. So I'll either get, I've dealt with this load before, and I'm familiar with this broker, so I know he'll either pay me detention or just a pay for waiting for them to make it right. So do the right thing, stay compliant, and we'll see you on the next one.